so many friends to be found. If you only open your mind, show your love. It's
To Marie
easy
and
to
Melinda.
find.
How did you feel when you first heard about making a new album nearly 40 years later?
I don't know.
I was surprised, and I was very, very pleased, and very compliment. It was such a compliment to think that people wanted to hear us again. I really was. I was very surprised, and I was very, very happy. And
Me
so-
too.
So there we have it, and we had such a good time doing it.
I'm always happy to sing. I love to do it, and so the idea of doing a new album, this was pretty exciting stuff. No matter what we did,
And Roger made it very easy for us,
Yeah,
I must say.
that's right.
Well, also, we hadn't seen each other in quite a long
Yeah,
time
long
either, so
time.
it was such a nice reunion.
Yeah.
too,
Yeah,
for
that's
us,
right.
You know, it was, and I'll never forget. And Clay's standing right here, the engineer. We laughed until we couldn't see straight making that album. It was a very funny time in the studio.
Yeah, we laughed a lot.
Okay. Well, the first album was done with live musicians in a studio, a big studio, with no fancy editing, no sort of nothing. And when you go in there and you sing, you must sing in tune. You can't tune the voice.
it's on tape.
Yeah, it's on tape. So
Yeah.
that experience is what we just call a live recording experience.
Yeah,
The Full Circle album, all of a sudden, 40 years later, it's all digital music, digital pianos, digital whatever. And it's just a whole different experience. It's a much more controlled environment. You can do a lot of editing, you can fix things, you can move things around. So also in the second album, we sang over some older demos too. We used some old tracks and we just kind
the
of redid the
instrumentals.
vocal.
Yeah,
But I think we were happy the way the album turned out.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
We sure are.
Surprised.
Especially with a great engineer like we have.
Yeah, we have a great
Plays,
engineer,
who's
Clay
a
Smith, right
wonderful,
over here. Yeah.
Clay Smith is a great guitar player. Great guitar player.
And I think we were happy with the vocal sound. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
we were happy we could still do it, you know. So for this new album, there will be songs like Something from Paradise and The Moon is Red,
Right.
which were written in the past but never recorded. You kind of want to ask about those songs. Let's start with The Moon is Red. That's an older song. We recorded that live with my brother's band. My brother was a great trumpet player, and he had a jazz band. Something from Paradise was more like a demo. We had done a little recording by the time we had done this one. And it was written with a guy named Johnny Sellin, who was a piano player that I worked with. I played bass with Johnny Sellin, and he and I wrote that song. We sang the demo,
Right.
and it's just one of those songs that it just never happened, but we're glad that Takayuki
Yeah.
found the song and brought it to our attention again, and we're very happy to have re-recorded it.
Yeah.
So,
It was fun to sing it.
It was. It's
Yeah.
really fun. to
Turned
sing.
out great too. Thank you, Clay.
good question. It's always fun to do a new arrangement of a song you've worked with. And so, for me, the writer, I mean, it was fun working on a new arrangement with We've Only Just Begun. And I asked Clay Smith to join in on this, and he does some wonderful guitar work, and he had a real good idea about the feel for this track. So a lot of this on We've Only Just Begun, the credit should go to Clay Smith.
Thank you, Clay.
On the One World of You and Me, we all really like this song. You know?
Yeah, really.
And
Beautiful song.
we just wanted to sing it our way. So we just did it very simply. I did the piano track real quickly. I just did it in 2 or 3 takes, and just left it. It just seemed right, and we gave it a sing, and
Yeah.
and we think it turned out pretty
It's
darn
really
well.
good.
Well, we grew up in jazz, so it is not a new style for us. That's kind of what we were doing,
When we first
fooling around when we first started. So the answer to the question, I think, is we really enjoyed doing the jazz
Yes.
tracks, and we were happy to be able to use some good musicians here who did the tracks for us.
Yeah.
Good jazz players that Clay found. There's Clay again. And so, I mean,
Yeah.
we're really happy with
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
jazz.
we really are.
And
And
it's-
it was fun to sing, to go, to go back to those and then,
revisit them, so to
revisit
say.
them.
And
Uh,
the beat,
yeah.
that jazz beat, boy, that's great to sing with, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we had no problems doing
No.
the jazz tunes.
Yeah, we were Roger and I used to listen a lot together to Four Freshmen and Stan Kenton, and we were,
Yeah, all the big bands.
all the
and,
big bands. We just loved that
just
stuff.
all the stuff.
Well, we've only just begun. I mean, that just, when I heard that, and must tell you, no, that wasn't the thing that Mother was in the commercial, was it?
The times of your
The
life.
Times of Your Life. Okay. Roger wrote a song, and my mother was doing a commercial, and by golly, Roger wrote the music, and my mother was in the commercial.
It was for Kodak.
And
Kodak, yeah.
that was amazing. Small world. Anyway, they've only just begun. It was just such a hit smash, and I absolutely loved that song.
I guess over the years there have been many that I've loved, including We've Only Just Begun and others. But to me, the song that really hit me when he played it for me, he'd just written the song. He sat down and played Rainy Days and Mondays, and it just floored me. I thought this was just a wonderful song. It stuck with me ever since. It's still my favorite. I always ask Roger when we do these things, can we do Rainy Days and Mondays? Maybe next time, huh?
Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah.
We just like to tell the Japanese fans that we're just thrilled and excited that you still want to hear from us.
Yeah.
So, how do you guys feel about this?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to pass along just from us to you all how you're in our prayers.
Yeah.
What happened to you all recently, it was just so devastating. And I know at all our churches here and everything, we pray for you all to recover.
Right. We all feel
So
that
thank
way.
you.
And we just couldn't believe the videos that was coming out of Japan
Yeah.
and that tsunami. We
Yeah.
just couldn't believe the devastation. But anyway, for the Japanese fans, we're very happy.
Yes.
You're interested in our music still.
Yeah.
We love you.
And we're happy to do this. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Thank you.
Before the rising sun.